got to talk about this once again. Canelo versus Plant, a fight that both of them should want badly. Undisputed, like I tell you all the time, it's one of the biggest parts of boxing and becoming a boxer, to be the king of the ring. So I don't understand why it's so hard to make this fight from either one of them. Canelo, you get to be undisputed. If Plant wins, you get to be undisputed. So I don't understand the situation of it. But I got to go in about Caleb Plant's remarks about why the fight isn't getting made. You know, he's blaming Canelo Alvarez. Caleb Plant is saying that the reason the fight isn't being made is because Canelo Alvarez is going around doing TV shows. He doing golf series tournaments. He doing weddings, and he doing other things besides making this fight. Caleb Plant also stated that if Canelo Alvarez, if Caleb Plant is injured or comes down sick before the fight happens, Canelo still will get his $40 million guaranteed. But if Canelo gets sick or injured, Caleb Plant will have to wait. Now, y'all know I go in on all fighters, but this is a situation where I can't go in on Canelo Alvarez. For one, y'all, like I said, y'all know I go in on Canelo, all his ducking, all the stuff that he do in boxing. But how can you blame Canelo right now? Canelo is the face of boxing. He the man right now. That means he can do whatever he want to do. He can go play tennis, he can go play golf, he can go do whatever he want. He go have a wedding. What does that have to do with you, Caleb Plant, signing that contract? What Canelo is making, his $40 million, is what he making. It ain't got nothing to do with you. And why do you care about whether or not if he get injured, he get his 40 million? It ain't going in your pocket. If he get injured or he gets sick, he can go and pick somebody else and he still get 40 million. That's from Canelo. That's from him grinding. That's from him being the fighter that he is. It has nothing to do with Caleb Plant. Now you can be upset by the fact that if he was to get sick or injured, you will have to wait. Who wouldn't want to wait on being undisputed? Who wouldn't want to wait on being undisputed? You acting like this just a regular title fight, or you know what I'm saying? They willing to, I think they're willing to give you the 10 million. So what if you got to wait some extra months if he gets sick? See, the thing is, why is Caleb Plant so focused on the fact that if he gets sick, Canelo still gets 40 million? Are you planning to get sick? Are you planning to come down with COVID or get injured all of a sudden? So why are you worried about what's going in Canelo pocket? That's none of his business. I can understand the complaining, but people got to understand this. Floyd did the same thing. Floyd was doing the same thing. Floyd was going buying jewelry, going overseas. He was going living his life. And when it came down to fight, because you want that big payday, what happened? They still signed that contract. Canelo is the face of boxing right now. All right? So that means he get more power to move and do whatever he shall do. Nobody complained when Floyd did it. Caleb Plant just want to fucking duck. That's all. This ain't nothing but excuse. There ain't nothing but excuse. Why is you worried about what he gonna make? Why are you worried about what Canelo gonna make? We could have did this. Now I can understand the drug test. Now if drug testing was a situation which he did not state, he did not state. He stated drug testing as far as we wasting time. We could have been going through drug testing, this and that. He ain't accusing Canelo of that he need drug testing. But in my opinion, I would drug test Canelo too. Y'all remember he was popped for steroids in his meat. So now if that's a reason why the fight ain't being made, I ride with Caleb Plant on that. But if it's because you worried about him making $40 million, that has nothing to do with you, Caleb Plant. That's from Canelo grinding. That's from him being the face of boxing. His 40 million guaranteed. That has nothing to do with you. And so what? If he does come up sick or injured, wait to be undisputed. Wait to get $10 million. I don't understand this. A lot of people, they're going to blame Canelo Alvarez, which is all good. Y'all know I go in on Canelo. I go in on him. Ducking the Charlo brothers, ducking Demetrius Andrade, all that. But in this situation, he's the face of boxing. He can go play golf tournaments. He can go do weddings. That has nothing to do with you signing that contract, Caleb Plant. It has nothing to do with you signing that contract. See, what people have to understand with Caleb Plant, this was the same situation with David Benavidez. This was the same exact situation with David Benavidez. Every time it came time to fight David Benavidez, Plant came up with excuses. He gonna get on Twitter. He gonna say he gonna do this. He the best fighter in the world, the best fighter at 168. Nobody can beat him. Oh, this the guy y'all saying can beat me? Y'all crazy. Well, prove it, Plant. Just last week I seen a video of them talking about this fight. He was saying his hand injured. He was saying his hand was injured. Now your hand ain't injured. Now you worrying about what's gonna go into Canelo pocket when you should be worried about being the biggest thing in boxing, which is undisputed. Notice this never happened with Floyd. It's Canelo's demands. But no, Kingsley, he ain't really doing that. He ain't really doing that. They gonna give you the money. They gonna give him the money. Make the fight. You worry about what Canelo gonna make if you back out the fight. If you get COVID or you get injured, he's still talking about, well, if I back out the fight and I get sick, then he's still guaranteed 40 million. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. He do this every time. In my opinion, y'all, you can't blame Canelo. I don't care if the fight ain't set. They could do it in October. They can do it in November. It don't have to be September, Caleb Plant. He talking like it's a deadline. It ain't no deadline on that fight. It could happen in October, November, December. It don't matter. But that's just my 2 cents on it. You know, everybody got their own opinion. You know, everybody think differently. But, you know, we seen Floyd do this, you know what I'm saying, go overseas, go do wrestling shows, all types of shit when he was the man. So why is it that when Canelo doing it, it's a problem? You focusing on how much what he going to do outside the ring. If y'all negotiating, he can go play tennis, football, basketball. He can do whatever the hell he want while y'all negotiating. It's negotiations. It ain't no fight. It's just ridiculous what's going on. Now we can't get to see this fight because it seems like somebody jealous or worried about what the face of boxing is doing. He has a right to do that. He has a right to go play golf while y'all negotiate. He has a right to go get married while y'all negotiate. Those are nothing more than excuses. Your money is your money, and Canelo Alvarez's money is his money. Caleb Plant is ducking this fight, y'all. It ain't Canelo. Trust me, it ain't Canelo. Canelo will beat Plant. He will beat Plant. This Easy Work Boxing, man. Thank y'all for y'all time. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for viewing it. Please hit the like button. Please hit that notification bell. It's Easy Work Boxing. Please comment and let me know how y'all feel. If y'all feel I'm wrong, y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like it's just Plant all the way. He do this every time it's time to challenge another fighter. He always got some excuses. Hand injuries. They ain't give me enough time to train. They trying to give me 6 weeks, 7 weeks to train. All this BS, man. Caleb Plant, make the fight and go be great, bro. It's easy work on out.